What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today I'd like to show you guys just how to use photo mode. We're going to take some pictures with Peter and Miles. I'm just going to show you guys all of the settings, all the filters, how to take a picture. I'm going to show you how to do some lighting, how to put the photo mode shortcut on your controller, and then just going to show you guys some pictures. So yeah, as you can see, there's been pictures playing the whole time. A great thing about this also, on top of just great pictures, some of them can be videos, or I guess you could, if you know how to, turn them into GIFs, because you can, how this picture here of Miles is, he's on the ground and he's just looking really cool. You know, we can make it into a video, so it's just cool. I'll show you how to do all that, but we're gonna do Peter and Miles, and then yeah, that'll be the video. So one thing I like to do before I go take pictures, sometimes I know beforehand, maybe I might want to take a picture during this fight or this mission. Maybe I'll throw on a suit I really like. So on the PlayStation controller, you press this button and it brings up the whole camera mode. So you can have free or orbit, which keeps him straight. I like to roll around in free, you know, get the camera all around. You know, whatever you want to do. R2 and L2 is camera up and down, and all the things are at the bottom of the screen. And L2 is move the camera around, or L3 I meant. R3 is rotate the camera around. So what we're gonna do is, we're not gonna take a picture of him like this, but I'm just gonna show you some of the things on here. You can change his suit while you're in a photo. I don't really like to that much, because the way I'm going to show you guys, you create a picture and you kind of do lighting depending on what suit he's wearing, I guess. So if I'm wearing a black suit and it's nighttime, I'm going to add some more light, versus if it were daytime and I'm wearing a brighter suit. So I like to just roll with the suit I'm wearing when I take a picture. Precision, I don't really know what that does, but tilt, it's pretty easy to understand what that does. Hero visibility, just, you know, if you want to take a picture of everything else, get them out of here. Enemy visibility, we'll show that later, but visual effects, I'll show that later. That is just to pause or play fire or sparks, just anything that could be moving during a picture. So this FOV, you can, let's not zoom in on his wee. You can back up, or you can zoom all the way in. And the great thing about this game too, has such great detail, so I can get right up on him if I want. How you doing? This exposure, very rarely would you go past 50. Depends on what's going on, but most of the time I like to bring it down a little bit, because now you can see around his head, you can see his head shape a little bit more. And then it's dark, but we'll add some lights. Focus distance and aperture go hand in hand, so if you want these to work, you need to turn up the aperture. So notice how everything in the background just got blurry. That's because the focus distance is that. So if I want to turn the focus distance down, it's going to come all the way towards Miles, and now he's blurry. Turn it up on 1. Miles is the only thing that's not blurry. So if I want as blurry as possible, that's what the aperture is. If I don't want it blurry, I got to turn the aperture all the way down. And very clear now. So this is similar, but it's just for the person near you. I don't really mess around with this much, just because I don't see the point to it. So here we also have the filters. So, and also, like if you want to turn it on, you can blend. Turn it down, whatever. Also, I completed the game, so, I mean, you get more frames the further along you progress. These are some of my favorite to use, the comic book covers, just because they're super fun. And so, for example, if I want to do this, I can go into the sticker mode and put on put on something and make it look more like a comic book. So that's really cool. So the stickers, there's a bunch of different ones. When you go through it, you'll see them. We don't have to go through all of them, but they got a bunch of different ones. I mean, it depends on what style you like and what you like to do. I don't really use the border frames too much. I like to use the comic book ones. I've used this one once, but I don't use them too often. So, and then backgrounds, you can turn the background on. You know, whatever you want to do. So, then we're going to go to these. This right here kind of makes it like a film, older film. And then that one obviously is the size of it, film grain size. You can see everything's getting more grainy the larger I do that. So you want to rock with it about mid-20s, 30s film grain strength. You know, sharpening up a little bit. This is probably ideal for most, if not every picture. You don't want to go too crazy. So I turn the sharpening all the way up. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. So mid-20s for each of them, I'd say it's nice. So then they also have poses, so we'll back them up a little bit. And also the facial expressions, it's basically just changing their eyes. So I'm going to show you the light mode when I go to take the picture because it'll be easier to explain and show what's going on. So let's go do that. Alright, let's take this picture of Miles here, and I'm going to show you off rip what I like to do. So I'm here, not much I really want to change on this page. I tilted it a little bit, but not much I really want to change here. So what I'll do is I'll turn the exposure down a little bit, turn that up a little bit. We'll see what Spider Chrome looks like. So it looks bad right now, but now I want to put this on a comic book because this would be a good comic. Nice. All right. Here's light mode. You can change the natural light. I don't really like to. So they have two different types of lights: the sphere light and the spotlight. I like to work with the sphere light. So what I'm going to do for this picture, turn this down, turn the intensity up. It's lighting up Miles. Nice. We'll probably put that there. We'll back it up a little bit more. And so what you want to do is you want to like play around with it for a little bit. You know, find where you like it, where you see fit. We'll do that for that one. And they got up to 3 lights. So maybe I'll do a spotlight now. Alright. Then maybe this one I might do a color. So maybe we'll put blue on them. Just because it's blue. Blue always looks good with a Spider-Man. We'll do a sphere. Sometimes the color you think looks good looks like garbage, and sometimes you need to change it. Like this blue doesn't look very good, so maybe we'll throw on one of the reds. Maybe it's an orange. Maybe it is an orange. Alright, so now I put an orange light on them. So now what I want to do, maybe we'll throw some stickers on them. So maybe I want to, pretend like I work at Marvel. Put this thing on. Alright, and there you go. Now what you do is you just take a normal screenshot, and then that's your picture. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it, and the better your pictures will look. Alright, so we're fighting people. We got all this stuff going on. We'll turn on the visual effects for this. So this is what I meant by visual effects earlier, that it can go on. Notice all they're all fighting over here. This guy's literally on fire. He's just eating it. So much crap going on. Yeah, so Peter's over here flexing on him. So what I'm gonna do is I want to get down. I want to get down right here. That's a great angle of Pete giving this guy the business. All right, so what I'm gonna do is turn the exposure down. Okay, turn the aperture up a little bit. Focus distance. I don't know if I like this filter that much. We'll go back. I like this one better. So now we go back and we'll change the lights a little bit. All right, perfect. So this is what you want to do. And if you want to make like a GIF out of this or whatever, just let it play for a few minutes. Get a few seconds out of it. And but I'm gonna take a picture of it because that's what this is. It's a little picture of Peter being a beast. Turn off visual effects, or pause, I should say, and then take this picture. And one more thing before I go, I'm gonna show you guys how to set the shortcut to take pictures like this. So you don't have to pause the game and you can just press a button on the controller and you'll just go straight into photo mode like this. So you want to go to options and you want to go to settings and then you go to shortcut You choose it, and then you can choose whatever you want, you know, to put to that shortcut. You go to launch photo mode. So now every time I'm in a fight, I can just, boom, straight into photo mode. While I'm falling right here, straight into photo mode. So that's it. That's all I gotta show you guys. Have a great one.